If you need to model and update NetBox with your network-related data, it must be done right. And that is exactly what we are doing today. Today, we are modeling and documenting NetBox with our VLAN data. So we are beginning from layer 2 of the OSI model, bottom up. Once we finish with modeling our VLAN-related data, then we can come to our prefixes. But before we even start modeling our VLAN data, we need to ensure that all of these site branches are populated in NetBox. Currently, if you go to organizations, we go to site, we do not have these. So let's get that out of the way. Let me pull my Excel document. So this is what we are working with. We have a couple of regions and we have sites, which would be our branches, which would map to some of these regions. So we have about 12 regions, and we have about 64 sites that we discussed right here. In one of our previous videos, which is NetBox organizations, I went through step by step how to set up NetBox organizations, which includes regions, site groups, site locations, tenant, all of those. I'll reference that in the video in case you want to refer. So what I will do is that I will just go ahead, regions, and import my regions. I'll upload a file, regions, open, and I'll submit. So I have my regions imported, the 12 regions, into NetBox. I then come to sites, and I import all of the sites, those 64 sites. So we upload, we choose file, site, open, and we submit. So we have all our 64 sites in NetBox. I would need the site ID. So let me do this. Let me add the ID here. Good. Now that we have this out of the way, we can start with importing our VLAN-related data. Now let's come back to our Velox Bank infrastructure, focusing on VLANs. We have a number of VLANs specific to the branches, 10, 20, 30, 40. A valid question, which is a very good question, that anyone who looks at your network topology would ask would be, what is this VLAN used for? Or why does this VLAN exist? What that means is that if we are modeling this data into NetBox, we need to be able to classify the VLANs or assign a label so that anyone looking at our network data is able to answer the question of, what are we using this VLAN for? Is it used for the user network, voice, infrastructure, guest Wi-Fi? What about the VLANs within our data centers? In NetBox, we do this by defining what we call VLAN roles. So let's go back to our Excel document. The network admins in Velox Bank have defined these roles for both our prefixes and VLANs, right? So we define roles, which will be just labels, and we can reference these labels when we create our various objects. So we have aggregate, data center, branch pool, branch, and for VLANs, so we have the user network, we have voice, we have infrastructure, Wi-Fi, and in the DC, we have the server network and all of that. So the first thing we'll do is that we need to import our prefix and VLAN roles. So we upload our file, we go to prefix and VLAN roles, and we submit. So when we come back to NetBox, simply, we have these roles defined, but no prefixes reference these roles, no IP ranges reference any of these roles, neither do we have VLANs that reference any of these roles. Now that we have the VLAN roles imported, we need to go on to what we call the VLAN groups. Ultimately, what we need to do, or what we want to do, is to define VLANs. But we need to be able to also answer a second question. Where does this VLAN live? Or how is this VLAN scoped? This becomes even more important in our case because for us, all our branches have the same template. The same VLANs are used in the branches, but they are mapped to separate prefixes, or they'll be mapped to separate prefixes. So we need to be able to say that, well, we have VLAN 10, but this VLAN 10 is specific to this scope in Kumasi. And we have another VLAN 10, which would be specific to Tamale, and all of that. So let's come back to our Excel document. If you look at this, we have a number of VLAN groups. We are saying that we have VLANs that we use in our Kumasi branch, Tamale branch, Cape Coast branch, and in our data center, we have a couple of VLAN groups. We have the slack, we have the scope. We are saying that, see, these VLANs that would define, or these VLANs that would sit within this group will be scoped to a site, and which site will be scoped to just the Kumasi site. This is the ID of the Kumasi site, the one that we imported. Make sense? I think it does. So let's go on and import our VLAN group. So VLAN groups, don't have any VLAN groups. We import, we upload, and we say VLAN groups, we open, and we submit. So we have our VLAN groups right here. So a quick recap of what we've done up to this point. We added our regions, we added our sites, we defined the roles of our VLANs, which we can also use for our prefixes. We added our VLAN groups. Now that we have all of these foundations set, we can import our VLANs. And you would see why the VLAN groups make sense. So we have VLAN 10 here. We are saying that this VLAN 10, its name is VLAN 10 users in Kumasi. And the group is Kumasi branch VLANs. But we have another VLAN 10 here. The fact that we've defined these groups and we are scoping the VLANs to the side ensures that we don't get any errors of duplicates because VLANs are locally scoped, right? So we should be able to say that all our branches have the same template. It will be easier for us with our automation and our scalability and all of that. So we can import our VLANs and we see how all of those components are coming together. We have the site, which we imported. We have the group, which we added. We have the roles that we added. Recall, doing this right. So we look at the dependencies and we build on top of those dependencies. This makes sense, right? Good. So let's look at importing our VLANs. We can add them manually, but why do you want to do that when we can just import all of those? It will be the same fields, right? You have the VLAN, the name, the status, whether it is active, reserved, deprecated, the role, which we added, a description, and we can also add the VLAN group and the site. And in case we are doing Q and Q and all of that, guess what? We can model all of those in NetBox. So VLANs, we go to import, we upload file, we choose our VLANs, we open, and we submit. So we have all our VLANs imported. This is coming together, right? So as far as our layer 2 of our network is concerned, we've been able to model that because we have all our VLANs into NetBox. And before we did that, we had to create our regions, we had to create our site, we had to create our VLAN roles, we had to create our VLAN groups, and all of that. We've not touched anything relating to IP addressing at this point. Now, if we go to our site, for example, and we look at Accra DC, because of the associations that we did, if you go to VLAN groups, we can see that we have these VLAN groups scoped to our Accra DC. We don't have the VLAN 10, VLAN 20, VLAN 30, all of those here, right? If we come back to our file and we looked at VLAN groups, when we created these, recall, we scoped this to a site and we said this site ID is for our Accra DC. Now you can see the site ID by coming to organizations, sites, and Accra DC, you see the site ID right here. So we go back to our Accra DC, VLAN groups, we have these VLAN groups, and we have a number of VLANs in some of the VLAN groups. So if you go to VLANs, we have all of these VLANs active within our Accra DC. How did this happen? Then again, let's come back to our file. When we were creating these VLANs from row 14, you saw that we defined a VLAN, we added the site. This is what ties, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is what ties these VLANs to our Accra DC. It ties those to specific groups, and we have our roles. And we can do same if you look at other sites, like our Kumasi branch. We have VLAN group, just one VLAN group. And in this VLAN group, we have 4 VLANs. Modeling your network infrastructure data and doing it right. In our next lesson, we'll look at how to model the layer 3 of our network, which would be our aggregate, our prefixes, and our IP addresses. If you found this helpful, kindly subscribe to this channel and like this video. Thank you.